Hey guys, welcome to Intractable Daily. Topic of today, kidney stones. Everyone has a different story when it comes to kidney stones, or a lot of are alike, but when it comes to when it comes to kidney stones, when it comes to a lot of diseases, everything is on a spectrum, right? One thing that will, a person, let's say that milk causes you kidney stones, and it causes in another person, right? Another person still may be able to drink half a cup and get away with it, and the other person not. So it's on a spectrum, right? Everyone has certain sensitivities. This is just a quick hack, right? It's just about kidney stones and oranges, citrus fruits. And you might, well, I'll get to that. I don't think a lot of people use oranges in any, a significant amount to try to get rid of kidney stones, but I'll get to that in my own story. So just in case you didn't know, my name is David, and I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm just kidding. I've been sick for quite some time with physical pain, to the point of, this is why I make this channel. I have about 12 separate issues, all pain. I have abdominal, bodily injury, that type of thing. And so I was so sick at one point in my life, I was completely bedbound, and I wasn't drinking much water at all, and I developed a kidney stone. And I believe it still was a calcium stone. I'm not up to date with all the science of that right now, so I'm not going to get into that. I will name, though, the types of kidney stones. Calcium stones. So most kidney stones are calcium stones, usually in the form of calcium oxalate. So those are most of the stones. I think those are the dark ones, right? Then there's struvite stones in response to a urinary tract infection. I actually didn't know that. They're uric and cystine. Cystine, that's like from dehydration. Excuse me. And actually, to tell you the truth, it was so long ago that I got that first one. That first one was extremely painful, and I had it at a time. It could have been a struvite stone, but I don't think it was, because you'd put two and two together, right? I wasn't. Sorry, I gotta look. I'm just looking at my settings here, guys. Just making sure the volume is there. So yeah, one would think, if you're not drinking, it would be a struvite stone. It could be stress. It could be a lot of stuff, right? But I was never a person that had kidney stones all the way up to, let's just say, like 38 years old. But it can happen at any time. So I had my first one, and I had another attack. And I don't think that I was really, well, who knows? Maybe I was hypersensitive, but I didn't start getting kidney stones until 2021. How? Now, if I say this, I may get a strike or something like that. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean? I got the thing in my arm, and I had an allergic reaction, and it was horrific. And two things happened to me. One is unproven, and I know it affected I can't even talk about it. I don't want to lose this channel. But I got a gallbladder disorder from it. That's what came out of it. A rare gallbladder disorder is like 1 in 240,000 chance. So it feels like I have a gallstone all the time. So in this video, I used to not be so Like, it's very tough for me to make videos now because I can't even put my hand in my gallbladder. It feels like I'm having a gallstone. I'm used to it now. It's been 3 years. I take Buscopan for it and opiates, so that's, if it wasn't, I couldn't make this video. You can just go look at gallbladder hyperkinesia. It's called biliary hyperkinesia. Go look at a video, see what people look like with it. They're like writhing back and forth because it makes you so restless. But I'm, you know, obviously partially medicated for this. Well, I'm medicated, but partially treated, right? Because the only other way to do it is to have it out, but it's called a functional disorder. So a lot of people aren't willing to take it out. And anyways, that's another story. But it connects with this. My point is this: only 6 months after I got my gallbladder disorder, I started getting kidney stones. Was it stress? I had to look, and it says that gallbladder issues can form kidney stones, and it's well known. That is the only consensus I've come to why all of a sudden I get them chronically. So I'm always fighting them, always. Before I employed the use of oranges, I was in hell about, I have other abdominal disorders. I'm not even going to speak about. So at any one time I can have 4 issues going on in my abdomen at once. I have a big scar on my abdomen, adhesions, splenic flexure syndrome, my gallbladder, and kidney stones. Can you imagine that? So I have colic medication, opiates, and all that type of stuff. Without oranges, I was getting these kidney stones about, it was turning out to be about 3/4 of my time. It went from about half to 3/4 of my time. I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't want to put lime in my water all the time. It doesn't taste good to me. And I found myself like trying to have spoonfuls of lime, you know, straight up, right? You don't want to ruin your teeth. You don't want to, because you can ruin your teeth that way, because it's so much citrus, so acidic. So I started investigating. Pardon me, guys, because of my abdominal pain, I have to pay sometimes. Pardon me, and eat too. Give me a sec. I have to eat small, frequent meals throughout the day. I'm eating half my day because of something called the splenic flexure syndrome. So imagine this: I have lactose intolerance, gluten sensitivity, and the splenic flexure syndrome, which eliminates about 80% of my food that you can eat out there. The splenic flexure syndrome is the worst syndrome out there for foods not allowed. Can't eat potatoes, can't eat cheese, can't eat so many things. So what do I do? Like, I'm eating a lot of protein, things that would cause kidney stones, but the only things that agree with me, but they're healthy, like I had to give up whole eggs because of my gallbladder, but I eat the egg whites. I eat a lot of egg whites. I eat a lot of protein. You say, well, why do you do that? You got to see my diet. The only thing that was is the only things that are healthy that keep me well. So what do I do to keep these away? And someone I know said, you know, I have another channel, and he said, you know, if you don't eat the things that if you're going to get in a spot that you're going to not eat anything because you're going to be worried about a kidney stone. You can't put yourself in that position. I have gone and tried other diets, man. They just make me sick. And I feel pretty good now. So I started using oranges, okay? I started looking all through like the citrus fruits, and someone said, you know, you just come across articles sometimes, and they said eat oranges. It works much better than lime. And again, it's probably a spectrum, you know, it'd be different one person and another. And I remember this person who comments on my channel, JK, he said, I'm going to take a kidney stone and put it in lime and put another one in the citrus of oranges, right? Excuse me. But we don't know all the processes that happen at, you know, inside the ureter, all this type of stuff. We don't know how it breaks it down. So I started eating oranges, and I'm not kidding you. I believe I also get acalculous attacks, which just means you get attacks in your kidneys, just a lot of pain that feels like a kidney stone, and it may not be. Also, when you're eating things like oranges and stuff and it's breaking it down, and it breaks it down well, you're not always peeing out a big kidney stone, because if you're drinking a lot, right, and you're eating a lot of oranges, it's going to make it into powder. In most cases it is. It comes out as little tiny crystals, but those crystals still hurt when it comes out the urethra. Pardon me, I have difficulty speaking. So I did the test. I bought seedless navel oranges, okay? That was my first thing. I got, you know, the first thing I did was eat a big navel orange. And doing that, the next day I wasn't going through an attack. The next day I didn't go through an attack. I kept eating that one navel orange. And I decided, play it safe. I start eating mandarin oranges. And that's it. They went away. And only like once in a while will it happen. And you know, when a kidney stone comes on, for most people it's pain that bothers them, but for me, it affects me because I have autism. I have associated mental disorders too, so it tends to affect my psychology first. I'll feel real irritable and agitated, and most people do. But it affects my mind. I'm like, you know, what's going on? What's going on? I don't generally feel the abdominal pain first. And it gets to a point where I feel like I'm going nuts. Like, what is this? And then I forget. Then I remember. And I think to myself, sometimes it can take me half a day and up to a day, because there's a lot of things. I have a lot of problems in my abdomen. And then, you know, it's like the next time I go to eat, I'll feel like or start to drink water, you know, like 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup of water, and all of a sudden I'll feel the bottom, you know, and back kidneys in your back, the lower part, and it's crushing. Then you know you're having an attack. I don't know where that article is now, but I would look up oranges and kidney stones. Play it safe. If you have chronic kidney stones, so I got a CT and I had 12 kidney stones. 12 kidney stones. And I remember I got a CT less than a year later, and they were all gone. All of them. Anyways, they just keep coming back, going. There's some people just have kidneys full of kidney stones. When I was in the waiting, like I went in the ER, and like I've been through there for a lot of different abdominal attacks from what you know what did to me. And I remember talking to a woman inside the cubicles area, you know, past the emergency room where you can see all the doctors, and she said to me, I always have a kidney full, despite what I do for my health and eat. I have a lot of kidney stones all the time. She's like, I don't even know why I'm here, because you know, the best thing to do is just be at home so you don't have to take up resources, right? So this is what I would recommend for people who have a kidney stone. I would get a big orange, or just It's not much doesn't cost much to eat 3 oranges a day. What I do is I eat 1 big navel orange and about 3 or 4 mandarin oranges. So that would even equal to 2 navel oranges, or maybe it'd be about that. Play it safe, do that, see how you feel. So for me, they've gone away by at least 90% by eating oranges. See you later, guys.